All right, welcome back. Welcome back. This is Clearwater's 40 Days with Jesus, leaning into, walking towards Resurrection Sunday, Easter Sunday. Hope you join us or somebody else's church or your church. You gather and you worship Jesus, but we're looking at Him for 40 days. This is day 28. The Kind Master, Matthew chapter 20. Jesus told many stories to help people understand God, His kingdom, and His grace. Here's one of those stories. A vineyard owner went out early one morning to find workers. Men who needed jobs would stand in the market waiting for someone to hire them. The master found workers and promised to pay them a denarius, a fair amount for a day's work. The men were happy to work and provide for their families. Later that morning, a master returned to the market and found other workers who were standing and waiting, eagerly hoping to find work. The master hired them too. The owner returned again at noon and once more in the afternoon. Each time he found more men in need of work. So he hired them and promised to pay them what was right and fair. An hour before sunset, the master returned to the market one last time and found men who had been standing and hoping and wanting and waiting all day long. They needed money to buy food for their hungry families. This kind master saw these desperate men and hired them as well. At the end of the day, the master told his steward to pay all the workers. Those who had arrived last were given their money first, and they were given a denarius. They looked at the money and were so happy to take it home and buy food for their families. The master gave them what they needed, even though they hadn't earned it. When those who had worked all day long came, they expected to be paid more, but they were paid one denarius, just like those who had worked only 1 hour that day, exactly what the master had promised them that morning. That made them angry. They didn't think it was fair, but the good and generous master gave each worker what he needed. He showed grace to those who needed much and grace to those who needed little. Grace for everyone. So here's a question for you. How is Jesus like the kind master in this story? Do you know God's grace? Do you understand God's grace? Have you seen Jesus as the gracious giver of grace? Man, it's so good. Hope you're enjoying 40 days with Jesus as we keep walking. Join us tomorrow for day 29.